Hello and welcome to 179 East Ridge Drive. This is a really lovely neighborhood, give you a street view and a sense of what's around you with your neighbors' homes. You know, it's towards the end of a street, so that's very desirable. So first of all, you have a almost compound gated entry. You could easily put in a front gate there. Very low maintenance landscaping. You know, there's still a few maintenance items that you could address. It doesn't look like there's anything essential. Apparently this house was like completely gutted. They redid the electrical, the plumbing, everything. I mean, they of course have all that gorgeous hardwood and the Brazilian koa wood. And of course, let's go down to the water because that is what everyone wants to see. So you have over 33,000 square feet of land, great outdoor kitchen area, and we'll just go to the right. A lot of fun spaces to hang out in. You know, and you've got your palm trees for that tropical look. Over here we have a whole separate entrance. I mean, there's so much you could do. This used to be 3 separate lots with 3 separate, separate houses. And the other houses were torn down, which gives you this much space now. So you've got a great hangout area. You could put in a 6-foot privacy fence if you so desired, if you wanted more separation from your neighbors. Right, they just had a lot of fun making these outdoor areas because of course being in the Keys is all about being outside and enjoying this. And depending on the time of day, you've got different areas where you can just hang out. And there's the friendly neighborhood walkway. And this property is meant for entertaining. And these slabs are really pretty. It's like they found some very unique coral rocks to slice, but they look even different than coral. We've got a little bar, tiki area here. We come down to the water. So you can see that they've put all these coral rocks in and they've cemented them together. And the purpose of that is so they don't move if and when a storm surge comes. And that way you don't have to redo your retaining wall. It keeps all the sand and dirt in place. So this observation here, oh cool, you could see a pelican diving in the distance for bait. So you know you've got bait in the water there. They have chosen to put in this barrier for weeds. And the reason they do that is because in the summer it can get a little bit heavy, and then at low tides it can get a little bit smelly, so they're trying to keep it away. And personally, you could keep it or remove it and let the seaweed come in a little bit further, and that way you'd have easy access to get into the water to go kayaking or stand-up paddle boarding. So it's a great idea, but maybe just a little bit further back so that you can get into the water here. That would be my opinion, but it doesn't mean it's right. So you can see it's absolute open water, gorgeous views. Got some mangroves over there that didn't quite survive Irma, but that's okay. Mangroves are very resilient and there'll be new ones growing in no time. So you can see that they've kept them trimmed quite a bit, and that's so that you don't lose your view, keeps them controlled. You can trim them twice a year with a permit, I believe 20% at a time. And I love what they've done here with the swing. I mean, this is both adult friendly and kid friendly. You see the awesome decks. And so you've got this great play area, and then this wonderful pool. There's room for a umbrella here, which is fun. So you can sit in the water and have shade. And then you have this hot tub spa, which is good for 10 people, from what I understand. And this is your pool equipment back here. You know, looking up at the home, you know, at the columns, looking for signs of any cracks. I mean, when they redid this, they redid everything because nothing is apparent here anymore. Right, so, pool equipment and storage. And as we come further, little details like, you know, you could put in newer switches so it looks a little better. A little bit of, you know, rust. It's a great feature to have this corrugated metal, but nothing is rust free here. You could always paint it with Rust-Oleum paint. That's typical for fans to, you know, start corroding. It takes its toll on everything here between the sun and the salt. And this is such a fun feature that this is great. You have your fabulous outdoor shower. And I'll tell you, it's warm enough to do that even now. We're in the mid-70s. It's gorgeous temperature. So more and more hangout areas. You've got your kayak and paddleboard storage. Underneath the house, they have a small TV in there now, but you could certainly put in a larger one. It's just very, very attractive to the eye. So you can see the clamps, the hanging clamps. You know, they could use some attention. You will have to maintain the property on an ongoing basis. There's no way around it, and that will be true of any property. So they've got looks like an automated sunshade there, so when the sun comes down, this is still very usable. And then this is a big feature, which, before I do that, I'm gonna show you this shed. So they have another shed area here. Very nice to have. Okay. So on to the feature where we have Peter modeling the golf course. Well, putting green really, but how fun is that? You're gonna show your fabulous skills?
I don't think so.
They actually had professionals come out, pack this area down. It was done precisely right for a putting green, so that's a big deal. You have your sand trap here, which is hilarious. You can practice getting out of it. So that's a fun feature for golfers. And so this is the third lot on this side where they built a garage, and that's what you're allowed to do, is put up an accessory structure. And you have, once again, a fabulous area to hang out, have parties. You could have so many people on this property and they would easily assimilate into the background. So, concrete garage, it's awesome. And they do have it under air, even though technically you're not supposed to put even garages under air, but people like to take care of their vehicles, and this is a common practice here in the Keys. Nice car. So from here, we go back out, and I'm going to walk you around. So, see the separate entrance on this side. You can put a trailer back here, which is disappear. They've made fabulous use of the space here. side entrance for garage, little garden area if you want to plant herbs. And the landscaping is really, really pretty. This is ragweed, I believe. I do know it attracts monarch butterflies, and they'll eat the leaves, lay their larvae, and you can watch them transform. Okay, let's check out this entryway. So even the front of the house is super fun. You've got these chairs. I'm going to give you orientation again. So they've got their trash and recycling cans there. And they do ask that people remove their shoes in the house, which is a great idea, because it keeps it super clean. So we have this entryway, and this entryway is being flood, and it is legal. They allow you to build a small entryway so you can have inside stairs. And in here is a storage area. And you have to step down probably a good 10 inches to get in here. And they did disclose that this was flooded when Irma came through and created a surge. But this is storage area, and that is to be inspected. Gosh, I can't talk today. To be expected. You know, they chose to put carpet down. There's a lot of people that would not do that, but it is far more comfortable and replaceable. So you can see they've got the hot water heater there. There's a set of machines here, and there's also a set of machines upstairs. And again, you know, little things like this is what happens when you have moisture in the concrete. You'll get effervescence, and it'll cause the paint to flake off. They do have the mini split here in their storage area to keep it as dry as possible. Great pool bathroom here. You know, this is just so convenient to have. You know, and then you've got your rod storage. I mean, this is lovely. This is awesome. This is probably the fanciest rod storage I've ever seen. There's even room for the tip to poke out the top. Additional storage, the snack and beer fridge, ice machine. And you have your panel here. You know, for a storage area, it's pretty darn nice. And you'll see they have flood vents, and I noticed them in the garage as well. Those are required by building code. But the type of vents that they've used, they stay closed until water pushes them open. So it allows them to have it under air much more easily. Let's see the view from down here. All right, and then let's go upstairs and check out the real view. And I'm going to stop here because this is getting a bit long and start a new video.